Good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday. Is it the 4th today? Yes, they're all taking their yes. Welcome. My name is Janay Arenas. I'm here with Southwest Flavor, and I am Ron Arenas' wife. I'm filling in for him while he's out vacationing with the boys. Today I have two very special people in my life. I consider them very close friends. I have Brittni Gutman. Hi, Brittni.
Hi.
And I have Christine Lacinski. She is actually my chiropractor's wife. And before we go into that, I wanted to go back to Brittni. And I was thinking Tuesday, this morning at 4 a.m., it's Taco Tuesday.
It is Taco Tuesday.
And we haven't gone to our favorite restaurant up on Ina and Oracle. Do you remember the name of that? Let's share the...
Victoria's.
Yes.
Yes, Victoria's.
Yes, they have amazing food there. And if you haven't tried Victoria's yet, you got to. It's off of Ina and Oracle in the Safeway Shopping Center.
Yes.
And they have excellent tacos there. So
I'm from Wisconsin, but I believe it's Bedia. Their Bedia tacos are so good.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Well, and then I saw Christy Simone's post about, Taco Tuesday, and they brought in El Rustico's tacos, I believe.
Ooh.
And then I was like, oh, it's perfect to even mention that because of all these, great local restaurants that are in town. So Victoria's, Ina and Oracle, check it out. Today I have a special show lined up. I have Christine Lacinski. She is a long-term American Airlines employee or former employee. And in fact, I just heard her talk about how she was with them for almost, 27 and a half years?
Yeah, a long time.
It was a very long time. And I brought her in simply because I thought this is, we're here at the holidays, we're close to the holidays, and people are thinking about maybe traveling. And I thought this would be a good time to pick your brain about, maybe even some holiday traveling, but then, we'll dive into some other traveling that you've done. And so share with us, how long you've been with them and what it was like working for that kind of, industry.
So I've always loved to travel ever since I can remember. I feel like I was born and wanted to travel. And when I first moved to Tucson, I was working at a bank and somebody came in with an American Airlines check. I'm like, where can I get a job? And I got hired in the day where they had graduating classes pretty much every other week. There was, in the mid-'90s, a plethora of new hires and absolutely loved working. We were, honestly, I worked in reservations, and we were the second largest other than the headquarters in Dallas office. And it was such an amazing experience. I really always had a passion for travel. Mm-hmm. And it just is so fun to be able to help people go and see their families, help them plan their vacations.
Favorite places and
things doing all the things and just kind of be there and walk them, alongside them.
Oh, nice. I see your posts, every once in a while on Facebook and where you've been, traveling. And I'm like, this girl just loves to travel. She likes to be on the plane. And there's one thing I got to ask you, though, and especially for somebody like me, that I like to travel, but I think of all the things that could possibly go wrong with the plane. So because you have been, working for American Airlines, could you kind of give us, some encouragement or some peace of mind, what can I go with, because I'm about to get on a plane here soon this week, so...
Oh, you are? You're getting ready to go on your big adventure,
yes,
aren't you? Your
right.
November adventure. Mm-hmm. So because I worked for an airline, I'm a very big believer, and I personally don't ever check luggage because it's one less thing from the fact that I don't have to take the time to drop it off, and I don't have to take the time to pick it up. So it's a time saver. And I will tell you, 99% of the people out there overpack. So that's another reason not to check luggage. Yeah. One thing I will say, though, if you do check luggage, put some sort of a tracker in it. It's kind of fun to see watching your bag go through all the underbelly of the airport. So you're like, oh, there it is, if you get a window seat on the plane. I will always say, though, with your carry-on luggage, make sure you have at least like a day's worth of clothes, whether it be a swimsuit, have some sort of a jacket or a blanket, any important things like medication, car keys. I won't tell you how many times I dealt with lost luggage for people before, or not lost, but delayed. And they would put stuff important that was important to them, and they put it in their check luggage. So it's always important to make sure that your most valuable items are in your carry-on. And then, don't forget to check if you're not sure whether you can bring something, because TSA kind of is updating. In fact, the last time I flew, I didn't have to bring or take my shoes off, which was amazing, right? And don't forget, one important thing that people may not realize if you haven't traveled is you either have to have a real ID or your passport to get through security. So that would be something I could mention.
Can you shed a little light on that? Because I thought there was this new travel ID, right? The Arizona issues.
That's the real ID. So if you go to your local department of vehicles or whatever, every state names it something, motor vehicle department, or even the third parties, which are nice because they're a lot less busy and you maybe pay a little extra. We have one around the corner from where I live, and I love them. They're awesome. But you either have this little sticker on your driver's license, or you just take your passport. And because I like to travel internationally, to me, it's just easier to have a passport. So
sure.
Yeah, that's how I do it too. Just carry the passport around.
And speaking of, let me throw out there, any of your documents, it's good to make a copy of them and leave them with somebody just in case. Also take a picture and send it to somebody just on the off chance that you lose it. You have a backup copy of them.
Are you adding to your to-do list?
Yes, doing some mental checklists here. I noticed that when we had prepared or put together, our trip that we're going on here soon. We did this months ago. It was a trip where we're going to Hawaii here. And we noticed that the flight arrangements that we initially had made were changed about 2 or 3 times during the course of the time that we've been waiting, to go. And share with the listeners, what exactly is going on with that. Because obviously, we had to go back, whether it be online or on the phone, and try to, gain back seats that, that we were once at, and then we lost them. And then in calling, into American Airlines, trying to, make accommodations again. What would you say, to people? What's going on there?
So 2 or 3 times, to be honest, is not that much.
Yeah, she told me that. I'm like, oh, God.
One thing that you will find, and this is system-wide amongst all airlines, is that they have schedule changes. Sometimes they're very minor. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's an equipment change, which means that they will have to adjust your seats. Sometimes it's a significant enough of a time change that your connecting flights won't work. So it's honestly just the nature of the industry. And in today's world, people think, and you may be bringing this up, like to book your flights a certain amount of time before, but the soonest you can do it is 330 days ahead of time. Mm-hmm. But there's not really a sweet spot anymore. I say book it when you're ready. You can always keep an eye on it. Make sure you have all the important contact information. I will say that airlines' websites are a lot more robust, and where you can either self-service through the website, or they have an online chat, so you don't necessarily have to wait on the line for an agent on the phone, because the agents are usually handling day of things such as weather delays or whatnot. So,
Good to know. You did mention that it isn't exactly someone going in there and changing it. It's all computer generated, correct?
It is. There's like some big, massive programming system that they make adjustments to the flights. And there was, although here in Arizona we don't, the big time change, which usually triggers a plethora of schedule changes on flights.
Oh no.
So.
Oh, geez.
Logistically, it's got to be a big to-do. I know I've seen that big map where all the connecting flights and all the planes are shooting over, and it's like, yeah, that's definitely a team of engineers.
I mean, honestly, most of it's all done by a program, and it's it's a lot better than it was when it first started. It looks at. So usually the only thing sometimes that's tricky is seats.
Right.
And sometimes we'll pay a little extra for seats. If you ever get unseated and get put into a non-preferred seat where you paid for a preferred seat, there is a way to request a refund right through the airline's website, and then just repay for new seats.
I think we skipped a step because that's exactly what happened to us. And I think we just ended up getting refund, for the flight itself, and then, and then scheduling another one because we're like, what do we do? But yeah, that's good information. That's
I mean,
good
you
to
can't
know.
always call the airline. I just know that airlines aren't as staffed as they used to be.
Oh.
And they, there's honestly, especially in the current environment, with delays due to FAA and TSA work outages. People are calling day of trying to scramble. And so that's why it's sometimes, I mean, you have to be prepared to wait on the phone for a very long time or do a callback or do the chat. But it's a way of self-serving if you need to. But you can talk to an agent, and the agents are amazing. It's just a matter of taking the time to wait to talk to somebody.
Sure. So is there anywhere here in the Southwest that you have been to that you just, you would want listeners to know about? What's one of your, or maybe two of your favorites?
So close to good old Tucson, I love going to Mount Lemmon because I feel like from where I live, it's basically an hour door to door for me. And it's a completely different environment. No matter what time of the year, we get to escape
The
heat, or get to play in a little winter wonderland or splish splash in the little creeks and even go fishing on Rose Canyon Lake. And then there was they've opened up a lodge that's a fun place to relax, as well as the good old Iron Door Cafe with their cornbread and chili.
Yes.
So I like escaping there. And then I also really enjoy going to Bisbee. I went there a couple weeks ago. There's a restaurant there called Cornucopia, I want to say it is. And they do this homemade honey bread that they serve with most of their meals that is so good. And I could go there just to go to lunch. I'm very food oriented when I travel, too.
I think we all are. It already sounds good. I haven't been to Bisbee yet.
Are you serious?
I know.
Girl.
Do you hear this, Ron? You got to go to Bisbee. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys really, I mean, it's, if you've, I can't believe you've never been there. That, like.
Everywhere else but that place. So is it really haunted?
It's definitely, and this is the time of year to go. I mean, you guys need to do a weekend there. There's enough to do if you've never been to go for a weekend.
It is a hidden gem. It's cute.
Well, I mean, certain places I've heard, like I guess certain hotels that are haunted or what have you, or they claim to be, that they've had some experiences there, but I'll never know. I haven't been there. So, how about any tours? Have you been on any tours, with groups and stuff? Do you feel that it's worth going on a tour with the group, or just scheduling something on your own?
I think it honestly depends on a person's type of travel that they like to do. Some people kind of want to be able to go where they want to go, and then just sort of figure it out day by day. I will say tours are a good way to dip your toe. Many years, was I even working? I don't even think I was working for American yet. My husband and I, this is pre-children, and my oldest is about to be 26, so a long time ago, we did a trip to Italy that was a guided tour where the tour company pretty much did all of our details for us. And it was such a great way to dip our toe into the country. And then you can always go back and see what you want to do on your own. So I like tours for that particular reason.
Dipping your toe into it, and
it's a good overview of a place, and then you can always go back. But my motto has always been so many cities, so little time. So I honestly will never travel enough. In fact, I drive my husband crazy talking about trips when I'm on a trip about where the next place.
Where you're going next.
Yeah.
He's like, why can't we just enjoy where we're at right now?
I'll be like, I've always wanted to go to ... And I'm like, well, it's true.
Oh my goodness. I think that's probably a mindset of a travel agent, because that is what you're doing currently, correct?
That is what I'm currently doing.
You're
yes.
a trip, kind of like a trip advisor.
Yeah,
in person.
A trip advisor, travel agent.
Now, is it a company that you're working for, or is this something that you're doing on your own?
So I have a company that I'm hosted through, that I run all of my tickets through. That's called Enchanted Memories Travel. They're actually based back east, but I am an independent agent with them. Just similar to insurance agents, they will be with a certain agency, but still independent of their own.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think we'll ask you that again towards the end, but we're going to take a sponsor break here, and then we'll be back here shortly.
In Marana, community isn't just where we live, it's who we are. And at the heart of it all is the Marana Chamber of Commerce. We are building a thriving community through connected business leadership. We start the month bright and early with Marana Mornings, sparking real conversations and connections. We celebrate growing networks at our 4th Tuesday mixers, hosted in exciting spaces. We unite visionaries and leaders at Impact Marana, driving meaningful progress together. We look ahead with Marana Insights, hearing directly from regional voices about what's next for our town. And we serve, through the passion of our board of directors and ambassadors, creating a culture of belonging through service and leadership. Because of our members, we're not just doing more, we're becoming more. Together, we're shaping the future of Marana. We are the Marana Chamber of Commerce.
Looking for a delicious meal or a place to cater your next event? Visit Tucson Tamale Market, located at 7286 North Oracle Road. They're a family-friendly restaurant and market offering authentic tamales and local products. Don't miss out on their summer bi-weekly specials. Try a new $10.99 meal special every couple of weeks. During the summer, enjoy their gift card special. Buy $50 of gift cards for only $40. Stop by and see what's new at Tucson Tamale Market.
Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road will help you with all your insurance needs. If you feel like you have a hard case due to a moving violation, a DUI, a suspended license or a car accident, contact us and come to Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road and get a quote today. Open late hours y hablamos español. Estrella Insurance, an agency you can trust.
Heat and air, we're in a state of disrepair.
Big Rock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing has a spectacular $59 drain special for the month of October. At Big Rock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, our highly qualified plumbers will solve your scary plumbing problems and keep the goblins out of your drains. This special is for residential properties only. Call for details at 520-492-0748 or book your appointment online at picturerockscooling.com.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
Hey Tucson, you want to toss some bags for a good cause? Come join us November the 1st at Brandy Fenton Park from 10 to 2. Come join the fun, bring the kiddos.
Come join the fun with horseback riding at Petting Zoo Market, Fresh food, beverages, and more. Come and network.
This tournament matters because we're raising money to do community service work for our assisted living homes and memory care facilities.
I've had water and mold damage in my house twice. Both times I freaked out, but I called Steamy Concepts right away. If anyone tries to tell you to use someone else, just say no way and call Steamy today.
About a year ago, we had a flood in our kitchen, and we didn't think to call anyone else but Steamy Concepts. They were very professional, and we really enjoyed working with Steamy Concepts.
Steamy Concepts accepts all homeowners insurance. Call Steamy today or go to steamyconcepts.com.
Life is all about change and growth. You grow from renting to buying, your kids grow from toddling to driving, and then you grow from working to retiring. Is your insurance agent growing through life with you? I'm your local Allstate agent, Brittni Gutman. My team and I can help you navigate all those changes through home, auto, and life insurance. You're in good hands with the Brittni Gutman Allstate Insurance family. Call me at 520-797-7811 or email bgutman@allstate.com.
All right, welcome back to Southwest Flavor. We've been sitting here with Christine Lacinski talking about all things travel. And I have a few other questions for you. What about, you just went on a cruise.
I did. I love cruising.
We know you do. In fact, we just found out you've probably been everywhere but the moon. So talk about the cruise that you just went on.
So the cruise I went on was what was considered a repositioning cruise. So certain times of the year, cruises will move from, say, the Mediterranean to the Caribbean or vice versa. This happened to be one that was moving from their Alaska season down to LA to do their Mexico season.
Oh, nice.
So it started in Vancouver, Canada, which I had never been to. I was very excited to go. And then went to Victoria, British Columbia, San Francisco, San Diego, and then LA. And then there's days at sea in there. So it's very cool to do a repositioning cruise because it kind of gives you a little bit different. I mean, Alaska has probably been my favorite area that I've cruised that's, you can leave from the U.S. Mm-hmm. But it was fun to do that and be able to kind of have a little bit of everything, a little bit of the Northwest all the way down to San Diego. And just so you guys know, actually San Diego is growing their cruise. There will be a lot more cruises in 2026 that are leaving from San Diego. So that's very exciting. Only a 6-hour drive for us to be able to hop on a cruise ship. Yeah. I mean, right now there's only 2 cruise lines, but they're going to be doing more and more cruises out of there, which makes me happy that I don't have to drive as far or fly as far.
So the 2 cruise lines that you're referring to is Royal and then Caribbean, correct?
So the ones that leave currently out of San Diego on the regular are Holland American and Disney.
Oh, okay.
But Norwegian.
Oh, that's right.
And Royal will also be leaving from there. Mm-hmm. And then you have more your expedition ones that are like Viking. Mm-hmm. That will sometimes do their 30-plus day itineraries and they'll leave from San Diego. So,
yeah, I wouldn't suggest, if you haven't been on a cruise and you've been contemplating on whether getting on a boat or not. I was like that. And Ron and I went on a 4-day.
Which is perfect. That's a great starter cruise. You could either do Carnival has got a great cruise that does Catalina, Ensenada, and day at sea and the back home. Or my very first cruise was doing Bahamas, which was a great cruise too. So if you've never been on a cruise and you want to dip your toes, definitely do a 4-day cruise. Okay. Yeah. It's a good way to sort of just do I like that? Mm-hmm. So
I agree. I did do the 4-day, and it just changed my perspective on everything because when we experienced that, I noticed that everything was just so well planned and structured. Of course, it has to be. But, from the time that you get on the boat and, everything there's nothing that you don't know that's going on because there's these reader boards, so to speak, or computers, that are in the boats, on every hall, where the rooms are, just telling you, or letting you know what's going on, what they're serving, and yeah, it was a beautiful thing. I love the structure. This is when we went to Ensenada. How about train getaways? What would you say about? I've never been on a train.
So, of course, I know it's hard for us to really understand train travel living in the Western United States because we literally drive everywhere. Mm-hmm. But Amtrak, believe it or not, has some amazing train routes. I have done Amtrak on a 3-day journey. There's one that leads from LA that kind of goes up the coast of California. That's nice. But I would say the one that is a little bit more that I haven't done yet, but again on my list is doing the Canadian Railway has one that goes along the Canadian Rockies and goes like Jasper and all along. I mean, it's honestly one of those gorgeous trips that you do that'll take you a little bit more into the interior. There's also, for people that don't necessarily want to do Alaska by sea, there's some great train travel that's within the state of Alaska. That's pretty exciting too. So
nice. Well, that does conclude our second segment here with Christine Lacinski, and I want to thank you for joining us. And can you tell us once again how everybody can get a hold of you, where they can reach you? Do you have a website that they could go to?
So my easiest way, to be honest, would probably be just email me.
Okay. Did you want to leave your email out to the listeners now, or?
Yeah, I could leave my email. So it's C Lacinski. That's LACINSKI at enchantedmem.com.
MEM.com. Okay, perfect. And then we'll also post that on the Southwest Flavor Facebook page as well. But thank you again, and we'll go ahead and take a sponsor break, and we'll get back to our third segment with Eric. I forgot his last name. I hate Rhodes. Eric Rhodes.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
In Marana, community isn't just where we live, it's who we are. And at the heart of it all is the Marana Chamber of Commerce. We are building a thriving community through connected business leadership. We start the month bright and early with Marana Mornings, sparking real conversations and connections. We celebrate growing networks at our 4th Tuesday mixers, hosted in exciting spaces. We unite visionaries and leaders at Impact Marana, driving meaningful progress together. We look ahead with Marana Insights, hearing directly from regional voices about what's next for our town. And we serve, through the passion of our board of directors and ambassadors, creating a culture of belonging through service and leadership. Because of our members, we're not just doing more, we're becoming more. Together, we're shaping the future of Marana. We are the Marana Chamber of Commerce.
Looking for a delicious meal or a place to cater your next event? Visit Tucson Tamale Market, located at 7286 North Oracle Road. They're a family-friendly restaurant and market offering authentic tamales and local products. Don't miss out on their summer bi-weekly specials. Try a new $10.99 meal special every couple of weeks. During the summer, enjoy their gift card special. Buy $50 of gift cards for only $40. Stop by and see what's new at Tucson Tamale Market.
Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road will help you with all your insurance needs. If you feel like you have a hard case due to a moving violation, a DUI, a suspended license or car accident, contact us and come to Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road and get a quote today. Open late hours y hablamos español. Estrella Insurance, an agency you can trust.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
Big Rock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing has a spooktacular $59 drain special for the month of October. At Picture Rock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, our highly qualified plumbers will solve your scary plumbing problems and keep the goblins out of your drains. This special is for residential properties only. Call for details at 520-492-0748 or book your appointment online at picturerockscooling.com.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
Hey, Tucson, you want to toss some bags for a good cause? Come join us November the 1st at Brandy Fenton Park from 10 to 2. Come join the fun. Bring the kiddos.
Come join the fun with horseback riding, a petting zoo market, fresh food, beverages, and more. Come and network.
This tournament matters because we're raising money to do community service work for our assisted living homes and memory care facilities.
I've had water and mold damage in my house twice. Both times I freaked out, but I called Steamy Concepts right away. If anyone tries to tell you to use someone else, just say no way and call Steamy today.
About a year ago, we had a flood in our kitchen, and we didn't think to call anyone else but Steamy Concepts. They were very professional, and we really enjoyed working with Steamy Concepts.
Steamy Concepts accepts all homeowners insurance. Call Steamy today or go to steamyconcepts.com.
Life is all about change and growth. You grow from renting to buying, your kids grow from toddling to driving, and then you grow from working to retiring. Is your insurance agent growing through life with you? I'm your local Allstate agent, Brittni Gutman. My team and I can help you navigate all those changes through home, auto, and life insurance. You're in good hands with the Brittni Gutman Allstate Insurance family. Call me at 520-797-7811 or email bgutman@allstate.com.
All right, welcome back to Southwest Flavor. I call it the third segment of the episode, and we have Eric Rhodes. He's the public relations for the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. Welcome, Eric.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
So give us kind of like an elevator pitch of what the Arizona Bowl is all about.
Sure. We're a college football bowl game. We're one of 42 in the country. Everyone's like, oh, there's a lot of bowl games. We're one of them. Very excited to be that. We play at the University of Arizona at the stadium here every year. We're going into our 11th game, which people kind of feel like we're still maybe new a little bit. But we've been around 10 official years, started in 2015, but this will be our 11th game. So that's really exciting. We're the only bowl game in the nation that gives 100% of our net proceeds to charity. So it's a really cool mission. It's one of the reasons I feel like we've been successful, and the community has really wrapped their arms around us. And then we have some great football games. We've had, 4 of our last 6 have gone down to either the last second or overtime. So exciting games to watch, and grown and grown and grown. And now we have Snoop. So it's fun. It's great for our community, and really happy to be a part of it.
So how did Snoop Dogg get involved in the Arizona Bowl?
I get asked this a lot, and the simple answer is we asked.
Oh.
We reached out to his team.
Doesn't hurt to ask.
Through an agency we work with. We had Barstool Sports as our title sponsor and moved on from that, and we're trying to get on a bigger national stage. And our sponsors, our agency said, well, what about some celebrity partners? His name got brought up. We thought, maybe that's a bit of a long shot. Mm-hmm. But within 48 hours, Kim Adair, our executive director, was on the phone with their team, and it all moved very quickly after that. They were very excited. He's very involved in youth football. He has his own youth football league, the Snoop Youth Football League. We do a lot with youth here with the Arizona Bowl. So it was a nice marriage there, and it's been a great partnership. We're 1 year in, year 2 right now of 3 guaranteed. So really exciting stuff.
I didn't realize it was that long that it's been involved, like the 10 years you said?
Yeah, I know. That's one of the things people are like, oh, you're kind of new. And I guess.
I don't know, not anymore. I'm getting pretty seasoned there.
Once you hit that 10-year mark, I feel like, you can start, sharing a toothbrush.
That's a PhD.
Yeah, exactly.
So since the partnership with him, what's been the biggest impact?
I mean, the guy his name on anything just elevates the experience. So potential partners that have wanted to be involved, just recognition. When we announced this partnership, it went literally worldwide. There was, we got, I handle all of our analytics, and we had coverage in Dubai. People saying that Snoop Dogg had a bowl in Tucson, Arizona. Wow. So, when he put his name on it, it's incredible. And then we've done a really good job, I think, as a community of embracing this bowl game. We cannot do it without our community members showing up, buying tickets, being part of all the experiences. Sure. So that combination has just been great for us.
Yeah, I have here that this bowl isn't just a football game. It's a full on experience. So what's the vibe or theme that you're hoping to create for fans this year?
Yeah, we want everyone to have a great time. Like, we don't care if you're a football fan. I mean, it's a bowl game, so there's not necessarily a home team. Arizona's not playing in it. So you're coming to watch a team from the Mountain West Conference somewhere in Colorado, Utah, California, Nevada potentially, versus a team from Illinois or Ohio. So not necessarily a home team.
Right.
We want people to just come have a great time.
Just come have
we
fun.
do so much stuff around it. We do pep rallies the night before. We do this huge free tailgate. So even if you're not coming to the game, please come to the game. But even if you're not, come to the tailgate. Have a great time. See lots of things. There's going to be llamas this year. They built this whole gin and juice house. We have a very cool entrance for Snoop that you won't want to miss. All right, even at the tailgate.
So go into the gin and juice part. Can you go into more detail about what that is?
Sure. So one of the great things Snoop did for us is, for 30 seconds with that guy right now, you're looking at maybe $7 million just to have 30 seconds of his endorsement, like on a commercial.
Right.
So what he did is he gave us his name for free. So we don't have to pay Snoop Dogg, which is unbelievable. But we did need to find someone to pay the bills for the bowl so we can keep the lights on and give that money back to charity. And so we started working with some potential partners, looked again in a national search, and then kind of down the road, one of his team members said, well, we have this seltzer drink, gin and juice. You should approach them. And we did, and they loved it. And so, obviously with Snoop, one of the memorable songs from back in the 90s was Sipping on Gin and Juice. So it's a seltzer like Truly or any of those things. And, we partnered with them. And so it's officially the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl, presented by Gin and Juice by Dre and Snoop, which is a lot to type every day.
Yeah, I say
many
that fast
times a day.
10 times.
Yeah.
Wow.
Starts and ends with Snoop is the way we try to remember it. But Gin and Juice has been great. Again, our community was great. Their numbers shot way up when we announced this partnership. They've come to our community a couple different times. They do parties here. They do stuff. They leave all kinds of swag in the community. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
Sounds like he's a generous man.
He really is. Yeah, he is. And then the folks with him are as well. So it's been really fun for us, because I feel like that's how I'm a Tucson native. Like that. I feel like that's what our community is sort of based on. Right. Like we are that community, I hope, that will still help out somebody even if you don't know that someone.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. That's the golden rule anyhow. So.
Right, exactly. Do unto others.
So I have maybe a complex question for you. Any favorite local partnerships, performers?
That's like asking my favorite children. Like, I have 3 kids. Like, I can't say the favorite.
You can't say that?
We might have one, but we're really blessed. I think we have 30 plus local partners on a sponsorship level right now. All of them are phenomenal. They're all the best. No, but yeah, we certainly have folks that. Like the one that comes to mind is Ray Flores from C. Charo, who just does. I mean, sure, there's money involved in changing hands in every partnership that has to be. But then there's people who just like that piece is the last piece on anybody's mind. They just want to be good friends. We have so many of those partnerships.
Yeah,
and
those
so,
big hearts.
Yeah, that really have been around this community for a long time and want to make sure that our bowl game stays and succeeds and gets to that like 10-year mark, then the 20-year mark. I remind everybody the Fiesta Bowl and the Rose Bowl, at one point, were 10 years old like us before they got to 80, 90, 100 years old. Yeah.
So how do you keep the bowl rooted in community while growing it nationally?
Such a great question. And again, it starts with our community. Like our mission of giving 100% net proceeds back is where we live. And because of that, I think it's brought in so many of those partners that we talked about. We are a 501c3.
Okay.
So that certainly helps with a lot of folks who want to get involved. But what helped people like Snoop, like we had to, you got to show the tape like this in sports. You watch the film. We were able to show great crowds. We were able to show great engagement on the social media side. Our events were packed. Our media partners here in Tucson show up, have us on shows like this that allow us to talk about. We track all of this stuff. So Snoop's team will see your name, Janay.
Okay.
That, people like you who have us on just to talk about what's happening, that's great for us. And so starting here and able to reach all of those things, because one of the great things about our community is there's so much going on. Pretty much every weekend there's an event of some sort, blah, 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 and they're all great. We still, I believe we still lead the nation in nonprofits per capita. So they all need help. They all need money. They're all doing great things. And we're one of them, but we're really fortunate to have our community really buy in. And then Snoop's name has taken us on a much bigger scale. So we have huge partners. Like we just signed Raising Cane's on the national level, which is great. And we have a couple other really big names out there that are a lot of fun to work with. We're on a national network broadcast on the CW. So it's really an interesting puzzle of making sure Tucson still feels like we're a huge part of our community here, but also existing on a national level.
So what's the most exciting or challenging part of promoting this year's game?
Oh, I saw it last year, right? I saw Snoop last year. So what are you doing different, right? Like I've seen it. It's good. But I love my job because we get to sit in rooms like this and throw crazy ideas out there. Much like, well, what if Snoop Dogg was the name of our bowl? And figure out some really fun things to make the experience worth it. And like football games, again, and especially one where you maybe couldn't care less about who's playing, a lot of people might leave early. You don't want to leave our game early. Wink, wink, nod, nod.
All right, so we're going to take a sponsor break here shortly, and then we'll come back and I'll ask you a few more questions, and then I want to know how we get involved.
All right.
In Marana, community isn't just where we live, it's who we are. And at the heart of it all is the Marana Chamber of Commerce. We are building a thriving community through connected business leadership. We start the month bright and early with Marana Mornings, sparking real conversations and connections. We celebrate growing networks at our 4th Tuesday mixers, hosted in exciting spaces. We unite visionaries and leaders at Impact Marana, driving meaningful progress together. We look ahead with Marana Insights, hearing directly from regional voices about what's next for our town. And we serve, through the passion of our board of directors and ambassadors, creating a culture of belonging through service and leadership. Because of our members, we're not just doing more, we're becoming more. Together, we're shaping the future of Marana. We are the Marana Chamber of Commerce.
Looking for a delicious meal or a place to cater your next event? Visit Tucson Tamale Market, located at 7286 North Oracle Road. They're a family-friendly restaurant and market offering authentic tamales and local products. Don't miss out on their summer bi-weekly specials. Try a new $10.99 meal special every couple of weeks. During the summer, enjoy their gift card special. Buy $50 of gift cards for only $40. Stop by and see what's new at Tucson Tamale Market.
Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road will help you with all your insurance needs. If you feel like you have a hard case due to a moving violation, a DUI, a suspended license or a car accident, contact us and come to Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road and get a quote today. Open late hours y hablamos español. Estrella Insurance, an agency you can trust.
Heat and air, we're in a state of disrepair.
Picture Rock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing has a spooktacular $59 drain special for the month of October. At Picture Rock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, our highly qualified plumbers will solve your scary plumbing problems and keep the goblins out of your drains. This special is for residential properties only. Call for details at 520-492-0748 or book your appointment online at picturerockscooling.com.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
Hey Tucson, you want to toss some bags for a good cause? Come join us November the 1st at Brandy Fenton Park from 10 to 2. Come join the fun, bring the kiddos.
Come join the fun with horseback riding, a petting zoo market, fresh food, beverages, and more. Come and network.
This tournament matters because we're raising money to do community service work for our assisted living homes and memory care facilities.
I've had water and mold damage in my house twice. Both times I freaked out, but I called Steamy Concepts right away. If anyone tries to tell you to use someone else, just say no way and call Steamy today.
About a year ago, we had a flood in our kitchen, and we didn't think to call anyone else but Steamy Concepts. They were very professional, and we really enjoyed working with Steamy Concepts.
Steamy Concepts accepts all homeowners insurance. Call Steamy today or go to steamyconcepts.com.
Life is all about change and growth. You grow from renting to buying, your kids grow from toddling to driving, and then you grow from working to retiring. Is your insurance agent growing through life with you? I'm your local Allstate agent, Brittni Gutman. My team and I can help you navigate all those changes through home, auto, and life insurance. You're in good hands with the Brittni Gutman Allstate Insurance family. Call me at 520-797-7811 or email bgutman@allstate.com.
All right, welcome back to Southwest Flavor. I'm calling this our last segment, our segment 4 here. And I want to touch about the players, the fans, and the energy. What kind of fan experience can people expect this year, both in the stadium and around Tucson?
One of those, like, head on a swivel is what I call it. Like, ooh, look at that. Like, squirrel, right? We've all seen the squirrel moment where you're like, oh, squirrel. One of the best things that we have as part of our game, and I should have mentioned this off the top, is our volunteer army called our Blue Blazers. And it's all community leaders who are made up, and they volunteer, and they come help us do the tailgate, and we could not do anything without them. They just did our huge luncheon last week. They're just incredible men and women. And they put on this massive tailgate, and they bring their own businesses. We have a charity village that supports 100+ charities. There's a parade. Like I said, there's a giant, they literally build a house at the tailgate. It's an actual house. Like I said, there'll be llamas. There'll be some fun stuff.
I got to see this llama thing.
Yeah. There's AI. I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff. There's people walking around with free swag. We just partnered with a new group called out of Niagara Water, which you've probably seen. They have a hydration drink called Lit. They're the ones bringing the llamas, the Lit llamas. It's like an electrolyte drink. So, just one of those like, oh my gosh, I got to see this. I got to see this. And then once you get in the game, we're very big on fan experience of never a dull moment, right? There's
of course.
There's going to be some costumes. There's going to be some contests. You can win stuff all the time. Like,
not to compare, but would you say the experience is similar to the banana? The
Savannah Bananas is one of the people like we like to model after. So great analogy. Well done. Because that's kind of what it has to be now. I mean, it's got to be as much entertainment as it is sports. Like you'll have your diehard football fans who just want to go watch a football game, but the majority of folks there are just like, hey, it's December at 2:30. It's nice in Arizona. Like, let's get outside. Maybe the family in town's driving you nuts at that point, so you want to get them out of the house a little bit.
Yep.
Bring them down. Just let them go. Yeah, the kids haven't been in school for a while. Let them run.
You were talking about, the amazing volunteers, and that are involved. And in fact, that's how I found out about you. I reached out to my commercial insurance agent, and Tracy, I know you're listening, is Tracy Jordan.
Yes.
And I said, hey, I want to get you on the show, so we could talk about the Arizona Bowl game. And she was like, oh, no, I'm not. No, you need to contact the staff and blah, blah, blah. And then
Tracy, next time you're with me.
And then so I did. I contacted Kim, and I told Kim, how I found out about her, and she said she would have been fine.
I know. Tracy would have been amazing. Tracy's one of our, our veteran Blue Blazers who's been around. Her and her husband Bill are amazing.
Yeah,
great friends. And I think that's
people.
What makes it so much fun is we get together once a month. Tomorrow night is our next meeting, and it's friends. And actually, our meetings end up running long because everybody just talks beforehand, and we're like, fine, like sit down so we can actually talk about stuff. But yeah, Tracy, people like her. So imagine 100 Tracys.
Oh, no.
And that's why our bowl game is successful.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. So closing this out and looking ahead, obviously we all want to say the date. So what's next for the Arizona Bowl brand? Any big dreams or new directions you're excited about?
Big dreams are we have a 3+2 with Snoop, so we're guaranteed through next year. So he's here this year, next year for sure. But there's a +2 option, so we'd love to see that extended to 5 years. And then Snoop has a lot of friends.
I'm sure.
That like to come. And LA is a quick flight, and they all have company cars that can be here in about an hour. So we would like to see some of those, cameos, if you will, of folks who just show up and take part in all the things we do. Next up for us will be Selection Sunday on December the 7th when we announce who's going to play in this year's game.
Okay.
And then Bowl Week is right over Christmas this year, so all teams will arrive probably the 23rd or 24th. We'll have our pep rally on the 26th, game day the 27th at 2:30, December 27th, Arizona Stadium. And then the one we can't forget is the Taco Bell New Year's Eve downtown bowl bash, where we have the big taco touchdown. The taco comes down at midnight. And again, can't say what, but you don't want to miss that one. That's going to be some fun stuff.
Oh, cliffhanger.
That's what I do, right?
Right. So if someone's never been to the Arizona Bowl, what would you say to convince them to come experience live?
You hit the word I would use on that. It's an experience.
Yeah.
Don't think football
and the
game.
llamas.
Yeah, don't think football game. Think an experience.
Sure.
Like think there's going to be a petting zoo and wine tastings and beverages of all kinds, whether it's kids all the way up, swag to give out, football games. You'll get to see an international superstar and maybe a friend of his or two. Someone singing the national anthem who is a national name. Just flyovers and stuff. Like it's an experience. It's like one of those things where you're going to walk away going, that was a lot.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Taking a deep breath.
Yeah.
So how can fans or maybe even local businesses get involved to help?
Yeah, reach out to me. You can find me at thearizonabowl.com, which is our website and our hub for everything. Our names are on there. Your last guest, you're asking me to give her email, my cell phone, email, all of us, way too accessible. But yeah, reach out, thearizonabowl.com. We're there. We're ready. We love local partnerships. The one that you can still get involved with on any business level is our Heroes program, which is our biggest. We have one of the largest in the country, where we have local businesses and just folks underwrite tickets to send military, both active and veteran, first responders and frontline workers and their families to our game with underwritten tickets.
So, and it's the same things for the tickets as well. You can get it at the Arizona.
Yep, everything at thearizonabowl.com.
So exactly what date is this one going to be falling on for 2025?
December the 27th.
The 27th.
Kick off at 2:30.
Nice.
As Ali Farhang, our chairperson, is always like to say, it's going to be 76 and sunny.
Probably. I mean, at the rate it's been going, I probably.
Yeah,
I don't think we're going to have a winter in maybe
February.
January.
I'd rather you say it's going to be rainy and cloudy, because as soon as we say it's like going to be a beautiful day,
then it's going to rain. No, we won't jinx it. We won't jinx it. Well, that does conclude our episode here at Southwest Flavor. Eric, thank you so much for joining us. I'm sure Ron's going to want to have you come back as we draw closer. And for those that are listening, tune in on Thursday with Southwest